Is Canyon County finally entering a new real estate era? After months of corrections, rate fluctuations, and buyer hesitation, could we finally be seeing the return of a stable, strategic housing market here in Southwest Idaho? Well, welcome to Mikey's monthly market update for May of 2025. This is where we're going to go ahead and break down what's really happening in the Boise housing market, especially right here in Canyon County, home to Nampa, Caldwell, Middleton, and other fast-growing communities. So whether you're buying, selling, or just trying to make sense of all the headlines, this is where we cut through the noise and show you exactly what's shifting beneath the surface. I'm Mike Petras with MPRE Boise, and today we're diving into the most important trends shaping our local market this spring. This includes median home sold prices, days on market, buyer activity, seller behavior, and what this all means for Canyon County heading into quarter two. But before we jump into the numbers, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, because every month I drop an unlisted video just for subscribers that breaks down the best strategies for navigating this market as a buyer, seller, or an investor. And those insights aren't available anywhere else. All right, so let's get into the numbers and see what happened in Canyon County. The median home sold price for Canyon County for April of 2025 came in at $415,000. That's a modest drop from the $424,995, which is actually down 2.3% from last month. Compared to January of 2024, prices are still up 3.62%. And when we look back to January of 2023, they're up 4.71%. But from January of 2022, they're still down 2.33%. And compared to the market peak in late May, early June of 2022, when prices topped out at $476,382, we're down 12.9%. What this tells us is that while there still was a significant correction after the peak, we're now seeing prices stabilize within a narrower, more sustainable range, and it's been slightly chipping away at the losses incurred during the market correction. Looking at the resale market specifically, existing homes had a median home sold price of $384,990 in April. That's a 3.27% decrease from March's $398. But when we zoom out, the numbers still show a strong trajectory. Compared to January 2024, pricing is still essentially flat. However, we're up 11.95% from January 2023 and is still just 1.28% below January of 2022. From the peak median home price of $425,000, we're still down 9.41%, which means that sellers are no longer pricing for the pandemic highs, but they're also not seeing values collapse. Well-positioned homes are still generating solid activity and closing quickly. The new construction segment showed remarkable stability in this month. The median price for new homes came in at $437,990, which is down just 0.45% from March's $439,990. Over the long term, though, builders are gaining ground. Prices are up 7.53% from January 2024, up 7.34% from January 2023, and now only 5.8% below January 2022's levels. From the peak of the 549, however, we're down 20.22%, but that decline has slowed dramatically in recent months. Rather than adjusting price points aggressively, builders are using targeted incentives, such as interest rate buydowns, design upgrades, and closing cost assistance to maintain their momentum. And if you'd like to know more about that, please click on this video in the upper right-hand corner and also download the cheat sheet provided. That approach that they are taking is keeping prices relatively steady without shocking the market. As we move deeper into spring, inventory continues to build gradually. Canyon County ended April with 1,157 active single-family listings, up from 1,065 in March. That includes 536 existing homes and 621 new construction listings, giving buyers more choice without overwhelming the market. This kind of inventory growth is healthy. It encourages balance, supports realistic negotiations, and keeps the market moving forward without triggering fear of oversupply. Pending sales were also strong. 809 homes went under contract in April, nearly identical to March's 805. That consistency shows buyers' demand is holding firm, even as inventory increases. But perhaps the most encouraging sign came from closed sales. 492 homes sold in April, and that is a significant jump from the 392 closings in March. That's a 25% increase in completed sales, which suggests that buyers are feeling more confident, sellers are pricing appropriately, and transactions are following through. Of the homes that did sell, 265 were resales and 227 were new construction, showing a balanced appetite for both segments. Another sign of healthy momentum is in the days on market. The average days on market across all single-family homes in April was 46 days, and that's down from the 52 in March. Resale homes moved even faster, averaging just 31 days on the market, while new construction held steady at 64 days. That kind of speed, especially on the resale side, indicates strong buyer interest when homes are priced right and marketed well. As for those listings that didn't sell, we saw 75 cancellations and 15 expireds in April. And it is a typical seasonal pattern. As more homes come online, sellers who aren't fully committed or who price too aggressively tend to back out if they don't get immediate traction. It's a clear reminder that overpricing in this market doesn't just hurt your chances, it often results in being ignored entirely. So what does all this mean for the Canyon County real estate landscape? Well, the most noticeable shift right now is the increase in inventory. In just the past month, active listings jumped by nearly 100 homes, giving buyers more options than we have seen in recent seasons. What's equally important, though, is that the buyer's demand has kept pace. Pending sales and closings remain strong, which tells us that the market is absorbing that new inventory without hesitation, at least for now. But this balance isn't guaranteed. If inventory continues to climb while buyers' demand cools, we could see pricing soften further heading into the summer. On the other hand, if more buyers enter the market, especially as mortgage rates adjust or incentives improve, we could see competition return and prices firm up. The coming months will hinge out on how both of these forces play out. But for now, it's a market in motion and one that's worth watching closely. If you want to dive deeper into how to succeed in this environment, make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, because my next video is a subscriber-only breakdown of the best strategies for buyers, sellers, and investors based on this exact data. It won't be posted publicly, so hit that button and make sure you're on the list. And if you found this update helpful, please give it a like, or feel free to share it with a friend who's thinking about making a move. And don't forget to download my free relocation guide if you're considering a move to Canyon County. That can be found in the description below via the link, or just simply scan the QR code right over here to my left. Well, thank you again for watching. I'll see you next month at our next market update. God bless. And I look forward to the day that I call you my neighbor.